Hi, it's Plastique Tiara,
Hi, it's Nymphia Wind
and get your drag race fix.
on page 6.
Plastique Tiara and Nymphia Win, you are about to slither across the US with the Serpents Tour. I gotta know, what was the moment you both knew this wasn't just a drag show, but this is a full scale production?
From the very beginning, I
Yeah,
think.
I think when we were texting initially about maybe doing a tour, and then we both came up with the theme of the snake because it was the year of the snake, and we both had the same idea. That's when we knew, you know what, it's gonna be all the drama. And we both bring a lot of fashions into our drag. It's our passion. So
Yeah.
this show is gonna be filled with a lot of visuals.
Yes, so much inspiration from our culture and mythologies, and we love fashion. And when we were texting, we texted the idea of doing the white snake, green snake at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it was like dot dot dot, dot and then boom,
It
like
was crazy.
so it was meant to be.
So let's actually talk a little bit more about snakes. We have a lot of snake imagery in pop culture. Of course, Taylor Swift years ago. I don't know if you're watching Traders, but Rob Roush is a little bit of a snake charmer, snake handler. Of course,
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my God, Rob, come anytime.
I know. I wouldn't mind
sister.
charming that snake. What is it about snakes in particular that appeals to you?
Well, I personally love snakes because it has a lot of beautiful patterns and it's just like such an iconic animal in a lot of like mythology and tradition. And in Taiwan, there's this type of snake that has holds a lot of meaning in the Aboriginal cultures, and it's just like a animal of wisdom and growth, and because like snakes shed their skin, so it has a lot of meaning in that of like shedding away the past and then growing into something new.
Yes.
I love that.
I used to be very scared of snakes, but we just held one. So now we love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for my culture as well, a snake symbolizes a lot of things. Like it can be good or it can be viewed as good or evil, which is what drag is, I think. So we relate a lot to snakes. And the legend of white snake and green snake is like among the most popular mythology to ever exist in Asia. So growing up, we see it in operas and plays and music. So we wanted to bring a little bit of it into this world.
Yeah, we're gonna camp it up and drag it up.
It is draggy.
Yes. I mean, you mentioned already we're going to get couture fashion, we're going to get theatrical storytelling. What's one element of the show that you're dying for fans to see, but you maybe can't fully spoil yet?
Just how much I have ditched the color yellow and turned green.
I convinced her to add some blue. And now, yes, now she's green.
Yeah, now I'm green.
Yeah, well, I'm wearing yellow for you today.
And
of
I wore
course.
green for the serpent. So like I feel like we're like the past and the present, We're showing your growth.
It's the transition.
Yes, yes.
We're turning younger by turning green.
Well, you both have very distinct aesthetics, and so how did you balance staying true to your individual drag while also telling this, a shared story?
I think our differences also like, yeah, we both have very distinct drags, and I think that kind of like matches our respective character, Plastique as the white snake and me as the green snake, and I think our personalities kind of match those characters in the story. And I think it's just like you come to the show and you see the variety that we bring, and it's just really exciting because we bring such different things to the table, and it's just gonna be like a big spectrum of different kinds of Asian drag.
Yes, our styles of performing are very different as well. So you're gonna see that difference in not only the looks, but the performance and the theatrics and everything in between. It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, and I mean, the tour is also spotlighting local AAPI, LGBTQ performers in every city. Why was it important to you guys to make that part of the show?
I think growing up as Asians, we don't necessarily get the biggest stage. So I think for me and Plastique, it was really important for us to really provide that opportunity for these API performers and to just showcase their art, their creativity, and their talent to the world to see. And yeah, it's just giving space for them to for us personally.
Yes, especially on Drag Race,
Yeah.
there's one Asian girl every season. There's the one token Asian girl.
The diversity
Diversity higher. And except for this one, we usually don't make it very far. So when I was starting out performing, I looked up to Jujubee and I looked up to Raja. Those were like
Those
the
were
icons,
the icons
of our time, and looking up to them and wanting to just go out there and perform for free, because that's what I wanted to do. I think that's how I started drag. So as a established drag queen now, I would love to give that space for other drag performers out there.
Well, you mentioned, looking for a bigger stage. There's few stages bigger than Times Square. You were on a billboard. I love seeing your reactions. Can you walk us through that moment when you first saw yourselves in New York City, like on the big screen?
First of all, it was really cold. We were wearing our sexy minimal outfits and bras and panties, and it was so cold. But just seeing us on like the screen got us so like heated and excited. Like the cold was worth it in the end. It was just like, you know what? True. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It was like it made the whole experience together. It was just like so beautiful, because like when I arrived to America, New York was like kind of like the first place I've been. And like in my first month of being in New York, I kind of went to Times Square and did like a little drag photo shoot, kind of just to be like, I'm here in New York. And now cut to 2025 and I'm like on the screen on Times Square. It's just like really crazy.
Yeah. Definitely a full circle moment for both of us.
Yeah.
Like core memory, check it like
for
off the bucket list.
That's awesome. Nymphia, you guest judged Drag Race Philippines Slaysian Royale last year. We recapped it here on Work Room Weekly. It was probably our favorite drag show of last year. It was iconic. What was it like for you stepping behind the judging table after being a contestant yourself?
It was a very, very different perspective. Now I get to judge the queens. It was just really interesting to be in that position, to experience being a contestant, and then now being a judge and seeing all the talent that is presented in front of you. And yeah, it was just like beautiful to see everyone just loving drag and just showing their art and just putting it out there and just doing the best they can. And Filipino drag is
top tier.
Mama.
Oh
top
my
tier.
God. The gowns. We were dying. I mean, our audience was just obsessed with Slaysian Royale. I mean,
yeah, it was really good.
The best franchise.
And speaking of the current season, season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race, Cardi B was also, she was our first judge. She called herself out as being the villain judge because she was being a little strict, So I guess I want to know, for both of you, when it comes to critiquing or talking about other drag artists, work, how do you strike that balance between being honest but also having fun with it, and entertainment, compassion? Like how do you strike that balance?
I think it depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Like I have different friend groups who, I'm comfortable with, and
sometimes we go in.
Yes, you have to read the situation, but at the end of the day, it's all fun and love. Yeah, fun and love, and we do drag. I mean, putting our in our ass, like this is not serious.
Yeah.
Sister.
Is that where they go? I've been wondering all these years.
Yeah.
Come to the Serpents Tour to find out where our snakes go, mama.
Plastique, like you were the premier guest judge on the pit stop, so you also had this, kind of perspective on it. What was it like?
And that is what I mean when me and Bianca gets together. It is too scary. I think like 10 minutes in, they were like, so we can't use any of that. Can you be 10% a little nicer to the girl? And I was like, wow. Because we were, we're girlfriends, so we were just talking shit. And I was like, okay, let me put my hat on.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm a big believer in tough love, because if I were baby queen, I would rather all the experienced queens lay it on me and just tell me how ugly I am and where I can improve. Because, sometimes when you stare into a mirror for too long, you kind of don't know what you're looking at. So you need a different set of eyes to see what's going wrong with your makeup to really improve yourself. So
yeah, you can't get better if you're only hearing, you're perfect.
Yeah.
We don't need yes people. No.
I need no people.
Yes, I need the no people. For sure. Different perspective.
Tell me I don't have a waist. Tell me my eyeliner's too not sharp. I'm not blended.
I need my therapist to be booked. So please tell me more.
But yeah, I think that's just the Asian in us. We're
Yeah.
just like we're too hard of a worker. We just
We
like
care too
you
much.
know, we
on
work ourselves.
everything. Like we growing up, like our aunts and our uncles would make fun of us all the time. So we're like built for this.
Yeah,
You know, or then
we were trained for this. We were
trained is the better word.
Well, I've heard, it's common in Asian culture to have nicknames within the family that are kind of poking fun at your physical appearance or your intelligence. Did you guys have any nicknames growing up from family?
I wasn't really given a nickname, but my mom would always say that you're not good at English or Chinese. Like, what are you gonna be good at?
I love that.
Ouch.
I love that. Mine was sour, and my
Sour.
yeah, and my brother was sweet.
Oh,
He was sweet, and I was sour. I don't know why. So yeah.
sweet and sour.
And then when I was little, I was like so big and like pudgy.
Really?
Yeah. So then when they when I come back to Vietnam, they were always like, who like sucked
Who
the
are
fat
you?
out of you? Yeah. Like
Where
why don't
is
you have
sour?
that?
Bring back sour.
Bring back sour.
Girl, Sugar and Spice are quaking right now.
Oh my God.
Like, that
Sour
really-
and bitter.
Sour and
No.
bitter.
Seriously, oh my gosh. I mean, you both, since being on Drag Race, you've had these meteoric careers. What for both of you has been like the pinch me moment since, leaving Drag Race?
Well, mine was definitely being on Times Square, and I think appearing on Taiwan Vogue and meeting the former president of Taiwan was pretty gaggy for me.
Mhm.
I think I would still pinch myself in my deathbed, be like, did that actually happen?
That is wild. That is so crazy.
That was crazy.
Yes. Well, after my season, I think I became like the most followed girl ever.
Mhm.
And so that was fun. And then being in Vogue was fun. And being on in the cover of Low Official Vietnam was really amazing as well. And yeah, just meeting people and fans every day telling me that I inspired them is honestly the biggest gift of all. So
I know,
that
'cause,
shit
like,
is crazy.
all the Asian queens do be coming up and just, being like they express how
Yeah.
seen they are and like how we kind of represent them. And it's just like really touching to be able to be that for them.
Yes.
But we're here for that. We're
Yes,
gonna
it
do-
makes all the hard work
Yeah,
worth it, for sure.
Exactly.
What's that feeling you want audiences to have when they're leaving the theater after seeing your show? What's the moment? What's the feeling?
I want them to feel so inspired to go into a petting zoo and find the biggest snake and to just have them on their neck.
Yes,
That's what I want for them.
being choked by the python.
Yeah, how big are we
I need
talking? We do not
I don't
condone.
know. I feel like if we're giving a serious answer, I think just to be inspired by our cultures, we're bringing culture from Vietnam and culture from Taiwan, and then we're really like giving a really big mixing pot of fusion of Western drag and Asian drag because we're like doing a lot of different kind of songs from across the globe. So it's gonna be a mix of everything, and I think just like open your mind and just come in to watch the show and experience a different kind of culture.
Absolutely. And showcasing young talents, young Asian
Yeah.
talents out there too. And not just drag, but API acts.
Asian
general.
excellence, might I add.
Absolutely. And speaking of culture, before you go, I'm personally wondering, what are you super interested right now in the pop culture, celebrity? We talked about traders right at the top, but is there a TV show or a movie or an actress style that you're just currently obsessed with right now in this moment?
Well, our Wasian princess, Miss Hudson Williams,
Yes!
is really
Hudson.
she is the representative of the Wasians right now.
Yes.
Really
Hold on,
fierce.
We're getting there.
Uh-huh.
Finally, an Asian main character.
Yes, it only took him to
A
be
sexy,
Wasian.
yes, sexy.
But we'll take it.
Asian, yeah, slowly we'll get there.
Yes, but he's Canadian, so I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, people are
we
saying
love-
he's the
we
new
love.
Keanu Reeves, you know?
Tea.
I can see that.
Yes, yes, I see that in the biopic
Mhm.
for sure.
No, we love him.
Oh my God. We can't stop talking about heated rivalry. We actually have to like calm ourselves down every day. Be like, is this a story or are we just, you know, horny for heated rivalry?
If you come to the show, there might be a little heated rivalry happening, slithering into wherever there's crevices.
Wherever you want it to be.
I'm picturing the two of you in hockey gear with hockey sticks. There's a puck.
No, Mama, there will be snakes flying around.
Yes, we're the snakes are the hockey sticks.
We're the hockey sticks.
Yeah, we are the hockey sticks.
I'm flinging around. Yay!